All right. Hello, PBA. Welcome back to another scheduled recap. I know that we did not have one for week 3, but like last week, but fortunately we have a week 3 and 4 recap. And additionally, Vinny announced on Monday that there would be a special guest for this week. Pleased to introduce the current, I believe, first seed in Wash, Razorclaw.
Hello! What's going on?
Yeah. All right. How are you doing, Razorclaw?
Yeah, great. How about you?
I'm pretty good. I'm just chilling. Uh,
Hmm.
Surprisingly, this was a lot easier to schedule than I anticipated. Most people say like EST to AEST is like brutal for scheduling, but this wasn't actually that difficult.
No, but most of my friends are EST, and they're normally on in my morning to like Harbour, and then they sleep. So
Oh,
it's
well,
always a good time.
yeah, that's nice. All right.
Yeah.
So basically, because this is a week 3 and 4 recap, we're gonna start with Mo week 3, then Mo week 4, then Heat week 3, then Heat week 4, then Wash week 3 and Wash week 4. So we're gonna have 6 replays this time. So we might have to go a bit fast, but it's gonna be nice to see a little bit more analysis than just what I have to say. Because I mean, I can I I tend to be also wrong in some areas, so having another set of eyes is good. So
I just say stupid shit when it comes to recaps, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Okay, so this is the Mo Division Week 3.
Hmm.
So the game of the week will go to Shandy versus Anting. So this was there were two big sets. There was Shandy's Mega Medicham that kind of won the game, and then there was an interesting set Anting brought with Sub Charm. So I'm gonna load that game up.
The Venusaur didn't click any other moves,
No, it just
so
clicks
we
Sub
just
and Charm, which is pretty
what
funny.
the fuck? I assume it was with like T-spikes or Toxic or something.
I don't
That's
think it
pretty.
gets T spikes.
Well, no, Venusaur doesn't get it, of course, but
Oh, you meant
I
like an.
assume it was stacked with something.
We'll see. All right. So I think you can see the game.
Yep,
All right. Cool.
okay.
So we have what's this called? We have EGA Durant. This is Anting, and then we have Old Man Shandy on the other side. Yeah. So I don't think T spikes are here, which is kind
Yeah,
of a
no
surprise.
T-spikes. I assume the Glasgow is gonna spread toxic, if anything.
Honestly, yeah, I could see that.
And also, Melmetal doesn't really have a swap in. Heatran could be air balloon, but if a superpower comes out, it's gonna get fucked. We'll see how that goes. But it's
Yeah.
also the only swap in a double Iron Bash, so it can't really be air balloon.
Yeah,
Because
you have a point.
it just has to predict well.
I
I suppose its earthquakes can be reduced with the grassy terrain, but that's about it.
I question the Illumise here too. I don't know what it's doing here.
Um, there was probably some setup Pokemon in the back. I don't really see any setup, but it could be helpful for, I guess, maybe like a stored power Tapu Koko or some shit.
Yeah.
Or Carmine Meloetta once Weavar's down. That could be pretty potent.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put this on fast, and I'll just go along. So it's
Sounds good.
Coco and Prim. Rella comes in.
Grassy
Volt
Seed
switch.
straight up, huh? So, why does Rillaboom stay in here?
Well,
Oh shit.
why does the Venusaur outspeed the
True.
Rillaboom?
True, true. That is one fast ass Venusaur or slow Rillaboom. Just
I
what?
think this is
Okay.
no speed Rillaboom. Actually, no, that would still outspeed.
No,
If it
no, no.
was,
Venusaur has 80 speed, Rillaboom has 85. It's just not max speed Rillaboom. Or, yeah.
I guess the
Eh,
Venusaur has some speed.
yeah, a little bit of speed on Venusaur. Wait, let's continue.
Yeah.
So it shows
It's
Charm, and then Substitute.
oh well,
Oh,
it's
fuck.
SD.
Swords Dance. Charms again into a Swords. I don't understand how this Venusaur doesn't use another move.
Me neither.
A Sludge Bomb would have been so good here, it probably would have killed it.
Yeah.
He just keeps going for it.
It finally goes. Oh, okay.
Okay, that was a nice prediction. Oh, okay, U-turns. Excellent. Cinderace is in.
Yeah, he scouts the T wave.
Predicts the Heatran. Oh, that too. Yep, there we go. Toxic. Spreading. Medicham, what does he have for that? Nothing. Yeah,
Actually,
he's trying to
wait.
stay in now.
What is the Medicham answer?
Yeah, nothing. Maybe like a Rocky
I
helmet
guess
Coco.
offensive Coco, yeah. Or
Mm.
actually Rocky Helmet. I was gonna say Meloetta for a
Uh,
second, but Meloetta doesn't do
Meloetta is
anything.
dead.
All
Like straight up.
right, yeah. So
Maybe
Coco comes in.
maybe protect Melmetal if it's high jump kick.
It subs
Just keep
again.
subbing it.
It's
Okay.
bulk up.
Alright,
Oh
bulk up.
god. Okay.
Coco. He has to kill off his Coco to break the sub. That is bad.
Oof.
Dream. Okay.
Wait.
I
How
think
fast
this
is
is.
Meloetta?
It's only 90, so
Oh,
it's slower than
I thought
Medicham.
Meloetta was faster. I think that's the pirouette form.
Yeah, pure red is like 128 or something.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. Fun. I assume this doesn't have Ice Punch, but this game seems to
I mean,
be
at this
overrated.
point, does it really need it?
No, it's just gonna Drain Punch and kill everything.
Oh,
Nice bulk up tech on Race. Okay. Pyroable, but it's probably gonna die to this. Yeah.
yeah.
Medicham's
Oh
fucked.
god.
He's still playing. I like it. Drain Punch, Melmetal's dead. Venusaur's gonna die.
It
Oh, Ice
lived. It
Flips.
lived. Oh my god.
It's unnecessary flinch.
Yeah.
Wows. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn.
So I still have no clue what charm was for at the end of this game.
It was probably for the Rillaboom.
Yeah.
It was,
But the
but
thing is, what other moves would this thing have? It would definitely have Earth Power, so it's
Sludge
not
Bomb, right?
Sludge
Probably
Bomb Earth
Sludge Bomb
powered.
Nerf Power.
I think it would be Sludge Bomb Earth Power.
I'm not sure why they didn't maybe go for Earth Power if they knew they checked the Rillaboom. They could have just kept trying to predict the Heat
And
Train.
if it was Sludge Bomb Earth Power, then this is a Venusaur without recovery, which I don't know if I agree
Rude.
with.
Yeah, the Grassy Train really wasn't doing it, but I mean, it was dedicated to swap into Rillaboom, so
Yeah, I mean
it was
Charm's
healing
cool.
up its terrain. Yeah, it's very cool. Um, I don't. I feel like there was something else it was for because you could have just sludge bombed the Rillaboom.
Yeah, I would have to look at the matchup to see again, but like I
I'm
don't
just
know. Medicham
surprised.
just went in.
Yeah, I'm just surprised they only clicked sludge bomb and no, sorry, charm and fucking substitute.
Yeah, I think the biggest mistake was sacking Coco, like the immediate turn. Is that was like the only thing that could have
Yeah,
offensively beaten it.
they had to sack Cinderace to a Pyro Ball, but potential. What was it at? It was at +1, so I think Pyro Ball. Yeah, Pyro Ball still broke the sub no matter what.
I'm going
But I
back.
don't think unless it's Specs Coco, I don't think a Dazzling Gleam would have killed Medicham because it was at 4 after it would have been at 4 after a Drain Punch from killing Cinderace.
All right, it's at +2 by the time Cinderace. Oh, I've restarted it.
No. But if they didn't sack Coco and they went Cinderace instead, it's going to be at +1. Either
Oh yeah,
way, a Pyro Ball is going to smack the sub and
yeah,
break it. Ease.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that
but
makes sense.
but the Medicham's going to be at 4, and I don't think Coco kills with a Dazzling Gleam, to be honest, unless it's Spec. Or maybe it's Swap Out.
Um,
But
you know
yeah,
what?
that was just
I
a
think I
slow
have a
team
second to calc that.
that was just a slow team that just couldn't handle Medicham.
Yeah, Tapu Koko versus Medicham Mega.
But you learn
Um,
from it.
all right, this is Timid Boots. So
Yeah.
max speed. I mean max special attack Koko. No boosting item does 92 to 110 to Medicham.
Wow. Is that modest or timid?
Timid.
Wow. Okay. So it's a roll.
Yeah, it's bitch. That's actually a lot. Medicham's frail.
Uh,
Jeez.
yeah, Medicham is frail, but you can afford to run some HP. It doesn't always need an attack,
Well,
which
yeah.
is, you know,
I'm assuming
it's like
no
a
no
truck
HP
anyway.
here, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
um,
that's still a roll. Coco's kind of weak on the special side.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just loading up the
All good.
presentation for the stream. All right. So that's week 3 game of the week, and then for the week 4 we have Joltead versus Waka, which this was an interesting game too. If you look at the set here, you see a power up punch, Muckalola, which
Yeah,
is not something you always see. But the Magnet
that looks
Rise Jolteon was cool.
really
Um,
cool. Yeah,
it was.
Magnet.
You'll see what it was for actually, but
I would have I would assume for an Excadrill, if anything.
well, it is for a ground type. This game I actually did see.
True, it could be for any ground type really, but maybe one with its other stab resisted, or maybe just a mono ground type.
Uh,
Because if they predict Jolteon's gonna get slapped hard, it probably
True.
won't die. But oh, Pellet. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Palossand's like the only specially attacking ground. Jolteon has good special defense. I think it's 110.
Jolteon has.
Kind of
Let me
weird.
see. You might be
No,
right on
it's
110.
isn't it?
95
I
is
think
95.
110 is the special attack. My bad.
I mean,
As
95
soon
is
as
still
that
nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, as soon as that boy lost hidden power, like hidden power. I've never touched Jolteon again.
I used it once, and like I drafted it once as a replacement, and I only brought it to one game where I brought Flame Orb Quick Feet against a Mega Arrow.
I love that.
Yeah, that was like the only time I brought it because I couldn't bring it to anything else. Lemons, by the way, is Jolteade. King Waka is Waka.
All right.
Also, I don't know how Jolt plans to deal with Kyurem.
Uh, True.
I don't know what the Kyurem
He
switch in is.
struggles with it. I guess Muck. Maybe that's why it's power up punch, so it could break subs more reliably
Oh
and
yeah,
threaten it.
I actually
I don't know.
completely forget why it's Power Punch, but I know it's there.
Well, it's pretty cool. It's got some options. Oh
So
shit! Can start off with it straight away. God damn.
it's Life Orb too. That took nothing.
Yeah, Jolteon's kind of fat on the special
All
defensive
right, nice
side.
switch to Kangaskhan.
Okay. Yep. Very nice lot. And Slowbro. Oh, it's Mega. Okay, Wish.
Oh,
Iron
okay.
defense. Oh, body press shenanigans. Stays in, goes for the crunch. I think he dies here.
Oh, it
Okay, it
lived.
lived.
What the heck? Oh,
That's pretty
okay. Not bad. Nice Scald.
good. Can we see a teleport? Moonblast? Knockoff? Okay,
And
Moonblast.
Moonblast.
Does jack shit. Tornadoes. Okay. Boots.
Knocks
Oh,
off
and
a
the AV's gone
AV.
immediately.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
I didn't even know
Okay,
that thing got
boots.
Stone Edge.
Togekiss. Yeah, it does. Very cool. I really want to try out Mark at some point, but I just keep forgetting to draft it.
Muck is a very cool mon.
You see Flinch?
Togekiss didn't.
Muckalola is Muck's pretty cool, but
I meant
Muckalola's
Muckalola.
really
I meant Muckalola.
yeah. He kind of doesn't have the best swap into Morpeko outside of I guess maybe a tank jump.
Yeah.
Okay, the Muck's healed back up, so we got a wishing Togekiss. I
You
like
know
that.
what should have
Oh
come? You know what should
shit!
have came here? A Steel type.
Hmm. Yo, he predicted the wish and he power up punched and like not fearing the earthquake or anything,
I have no
and then
clue
a
if that.
stone is crit.
I have no clue if that crit mattered.
It probably did. Poison jab. Clefable came out. Interesting. You could probably. Oh, all right.
Sorry.
He's gone. Wow, this Mark is putting on the pressure right now. Like another thing's dead. Um,
Wow. Okay. Poison touch to kill it.
I don't think this even kills. Yeah, that's dead too. Okay, it's not dead. What happened to its attack boot? Right, parting shot. Okay, it might be dead. No. Okay, he keeps it alive. U-turn. Well, Pico's back out.
This Morpeko refuses to press anything.
Why? Okay, it dies. I guess if it was protect or a wheel, that could be
Protect would
terrifying.
have been so
I
good here. It needed the electric move. Togekiss is
sure. I
just.
don't. Yeah, Togekiss is going to clean up this game. I don't think Morpeko gets like Ice Fang or anything like that.
Morpeko
But you
doesn't
know
get
what? Joe's
anything like that.
going to clean up this game. Wow. Damn, a 6-0.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like they didn't
Garchomp
struggle
didn't.
with Kyurem as much because they crit it.
Yeah, they just killed that Mitch straight up. He
Uh,
uh he was like fuck any ground moves that comes to Muck. I'm just gonna stay in.
that Muck put in
I
more
love
work
it.
than it should have.
Yeah, overtime for sure. And that power up punch like helped, especially that it killed Kangaroo at 17. That's kind of weird.
I'm
But
honestly
I put
surprised
it.
it lived, to be honest. That's
Mm,
a slow bro that used body press at
true,
plus two.
true.
At plus two.
Kangaroo Kangaro's very fat, but Slowbro has a ton of defense.
I think it
Using
was a Wish set, right? Was it? Or am I?
yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was Wish. So I guess it was bulky.
I swear, every time I see a Kangaskhan nowadays, they're Wish support.
I don't know what
Like
else it
Mega
can do.
Kangaskhan, Wish support. Well, I mean, Seismic Toss was ripped from it because
Yeah,
that was bullshit. But Power Up Punch is still kind of cool.
yeah.
You
It's
kind of force. Did
it,
he bring a Rocky helmet? Was the Slowbro Rocky helmet? I
let's
don't think it
see.
was.
Well, it wasn't revealed.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
I
then
assume
because
maybe Chomp was.
yeah, right. Rough skin and yeah, it's probably Tank Chomp.
Yeah.
He
Though
even
Kangaskhan
but
gets Ice Punch, so I don't know.
true, true.
Yeah, you would just have
Definitely
to be
could have
smart.
definitely could have just juggled helmets with Slowbro and Garchomp.
Yeah.
You know what would be interesting? Running Kangaskhan with like Magic Room, so they can't pressure you with helmets.
How
You can
long
just
does Magic
power
Room
up on
last?
5 turns, but I think it's 4 because it's bullshit like Trick Room, and it takes its first turn the turn
Ah,
you use it.
that's
So
stupid.
yeah, it's just jank, but could be interesting. I really want to get something going with that, like just Magic in general.
Yeah, I know it's I want to hear your opinion on this. Do you think there should be like an item that extends things like Trick Room and Magic Room or Tailwind,
Uh,
etc.?
uh,
I feel like that'd
yeah,
be broken in
yeah, I think
VGC,
so.
but like
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. I feel like in draft it could be pretty good.
Yeah, I think it would make them a lot more effective. You could see a lot more Trick Room teams, and I mean Tailwind's already really good, but well,
I mean, Tailwind's the one you see less often.
probably not really good. No, I think if anything, you see Tailwind the most.
Really?
Yeah, I like to run it, and I know other people who do.
Hmm.
But maybe like a 6 turn Tailwind could really fuck over some people.
You just have
You
like
could
the
see,
Mega Heracross behind a six turn
yeah.
Tailwind just destroying a team.
But I suppose that would be the same for Trick Room, I guess. But with Tailwind, you would guarantee outspeed any mon, rather than potentially not outslow every mon. And
True.
Trick Room is also negative priority, so
Yeah.
Tailwind
Tailwind's
is a
just
lot easier
regular.
to get up.
Yeah.
I think like Trick Room being extended is good. Tailwind could be like suspect tested if
Actually,
it were to do that.
yeah. The more you say it, I kind of agree. I think
And
I think
Magic
Trick Room
Room,
could be really annoying for like VGC and would get banned immediately. But I'd like to see how it
yeah,
would work in draft.
mm,
Magic Room's something I want to see more. Not many people
yeah,
run it.
definitely. Magic Room and Gravity, I think, could have extensions. No worries,
Yeah. I
and that
mean,
would be really cool because then you'd probably see some more spike stacking and T spike stacking, and you just like topple it with Gravity, so everything takes
true.
damage
True,
and
yeah.
shit.
The other day, I think it was actually in PBA. There was a Landers who set gravity, and a Corviknight came in and spikes damage, and it was the weirdest thing I
Yeah,
ever saw. I was like,
it's
"What is
really
this
cool.
Corviknight doing?"
It's really cool. It's a lot of setup, but it could really pay off. And but most of the time it's just not worth it because it's only 3 turns, so it's really hard to position yourself into it.
Yeah,
But if it was extended, that could definitely fuck with
yeah.
some people.
All right, we should probably move on.
Yeah, but yeah, Trick Room, Magic Room, and whatever the other one was. Yeah.
Wonder Room?
Sure, that one too.
I think. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, Tailwind was the other one, I think.
No, Tailwind. No, do not
No,
extend
no, it
that.
was Trick Room, Magic Room,
Trick Room, Magic Room, and
Gravity was it?
Gravity.
Gravity.
Yeah.
Yo, extending Gravity would be. I don't know how to
That
feel
would be
about that
dope.
one.
That could probably be terrifying.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Imagine
there's
like
a
a
lot of
Landorus with whatever item
absolutely.
that is using Gravity. What do you do?
Oh, true. You know what? Yeah, Landorus would be fucked.
So, um, just a quick standings, real quick. You have JR Boys 4-0 plus 17, which is kind of crazy. You have
Damn, that's six
that's
times four, 24.
yeah,
Not
that's
bad at all.
17 out of 24. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
He's doing work. Then you have
for sure.
Michelle at 4-0 11. You have some other teams at 3-1 like Jill Anting and Waka. You have a lot of the 2-2 teams like Lin, Thief Yi, LS, and Cruash. And then you have, oh my god, that's a lot of 1-3 teams. That's
It
seven
really
one
is.
three teams. Yeah.
They're really packed up together. Cool. It's still. I feel like it's still anyone's race at this point.
We're
It's
halfway through. Yeah.
yeah, but they're so packed together.
Yeah.
This division.
I,
There's
I'm
no one
I'm
that's like
I'm still impressed at the 4-0 plus 17.
for sure.
Okay, and then we have the kill leaders. I mean, I'm not gonna read them out. You guys can kind of just look at it and see. There's a Diggersby with 12 kills with a
Yeah,
plus 11 diff, and then you have a
I've been
bunch of other
watching
mons.
I've been watching that Diggers V. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, Michelle's using
Watching
the
it.
Diggersby. So good. Did you see the Sableye one where they used
Sure,
gravity and then
sure
they went
did.
into the Diggersby and started attacking everything?
Yeah, the Celestial was gonna sweep, and then they ended up setting the gravity on Diggersby and just reverse swept.
Yeah.
It was great.
Is there anything here that's kind of surprising for you to see? Like for me,
For
it's like,
Kecleon
yeah, I was gonna say,
is
for me, it's Deoxys
wild.
Speed and Kecleon.
Yeah,
I say Deoxys Speed because Deoxys Speed's like a pretty controversial mon, in my
I
opinion.
feel like Deoxys Speed just has so many different options that it's really hard to prep for.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't get the opinion that everybody says like it's super bad or it's ass. It's like I
no,
think I
it's
think it's a bit
not bad.
underwhelming at times, but like it's still a
Mm,
really good mon if you know how to use it.
yeah, one of my friends used it and just smacked through everyone in a league that just finished. It was
Jeez,
terrifying to verse.
I mean,
It can so many options, but yeah, 4 Kecleon is pretty fucking cool.
yeah, and it came to 2 games too. It wasn't just like a sweep. I just realized the last 3 spots are all JR boys.
Yep. And they're all wait, yeah, and they're all 4.
None of his mons have died. That's funny.
I like that.
Okay, yeah, that's enough about Mo. So now we'll go
Mhm.
on to the Heat Week 3 recap. So, Razor, if you haven't been keeping up with Heat, I feel like the replays you're gonna watch are a bit on the boring side because Heat does not have a lot of heat. We've kind of just been doing random stuff. So
There's
this
a
game
lot
was
of
not one I said to be there, but Vinny
yeah.
highly recommended it. He said my game versus Ben was pretty good, and then
Ah, yeah.
the set of the week was just Dragon Dance Salamence doing work. I think it was more so this game was me choking a lot, and you're gonna see that, and I guess I can talk about it, but yeah.
Elements is great, especially now it gets dueling. I want to use it again.
I have it in a league actually, and it does a lot of work. I have it in a Galardex league with Coco and Teeny, and Mence is pretty damn good on it. I have no clue how I got Coco and
You
Teeny.
have a cook. Wait, oh, Victini.
Yeah, Vic
I was
Teeny.
thinking, I was thinking of Feeny. I was like, why the fuck is there a Coco Feeny and a
No, no,
Salamence?
Vic Teeny, Vic Teeny.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's really cool.
okay. So I think
From
the main thing about this game is that I choke hard in the beginning, and then I
yeah,
slowly try to pick it up at the end, but by then it's kind of too late.
dude, there's Rampardos. Holy shit.
There's more than just a Rampardos. There's a Rampardos against a team with no rock resist.
True. What do you mean defensive? Look at this man. He's got sheer force. He's got 2 sheer forces that just destroy, and he's got a Zorak and a Salamence. God damn.
Wait, what do you mean by defensive?
Like you said, these games are more defensive than offensive. I assume.
Um,
Maybe that wasn't what you meant.
no,
That's
no,
how
I
I
meant
took
like
it.
there's not as much like heat in the games.
Oh, okay. So
Like they're kind of like
set
more
wise,
basic
I see.
sets.
I see. I see.
They're not like as crazy as Wash, but yeah,
Yeah, if he
I was told by Vinny that Ben was a defensive player, and I was very wrong.
gets Rampados in on Blissey, something's dead. Same
See,
with
everybody told me
Escavalier.
that at the end, and I didn't. That thought didn't even cross my mind at the time that Rampardos would have just died.
And
So,
it has some cool shenanigans with Zorak. It could like disguise itself as Venusaur, and you could swap into Blissey, and it can U-turn out and Rampardos, and boom, something's dead.
uh, yeah,
But well,
that kind of happens. So he leads Rampardos turn one.
oh fuck. Oh, Zora. Okay.
It's Zork, and I get terrified, and I side shock in turn one because I'm so scared of the Rampardos. And
Yeah,
then
that makes sense.
I go to Blissey as he goes into Rampardos, and this is a mistake.
Whoa.
I decide to
Oh
sack
no.
Mew because I
Oh,
thought it
good
was
night.
scarfed, but it's banded.
Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Wait,
I'm like
you turned right
flailing all over
into
the place because Mew was my win con.
it. And it died straight up.
Yeah.
I assume it didn't have any fighting tech on
No,
it.
Mew is Calm Mind, Roost, Psyshock, Ice Beam.
Alright.
This was also my Ments, like my way to stop Ments from DDing up.
He doesn't really swap into Pidgeot very well.
Oh, he doesn't.
Like, yeah, Zorak's dead. Zorak died.
I choke here. I substituted
Oh,
against
the
the
truth?
Salamence.
Against Dual Wing Beat? I like it.
Yeah, he's gonna DD here,
Oh fuck.
and he dual wing
Yeah,
beats.
that Pidgeot could have really messed him up.
See,
Had you
I
got a bit more
realized
damage
in the
with
beginning
elements.
I should have led with Pidgeot, and I should have subbed turn one, because then I would have scouted
Mm-hmm.
if he was a Scarf here or if he was the Rampardos, and then immediately I'm behind a sub, and I can kill the majority of things.
True, you could have also just kept it for like the end game, just a little bit of damage on Salamence, and you slap through everything with
I would
hazards up.
also chip on. Honestly, I could have sacked Blissey to this thing.
Yeah, but yeah, you could have sacked Blissey and it would have killed the Rampardos as well. Had
Yeah,
it gone for head
this
smash.
is me choking, but somehow still like 4-4. I don't, and well, it's a force and a
I
Zorak,
mean,
but
there's a
yeah,
Salamence sitting on like in front of you. I assume
yeah,
there's an ice beam. Doesn't one shot.
and the Blissey's dead.
Earthquake. I like that. Intimidate. Good. Bruised. Stench. Earthquake. Toxic. Alright. Defensive. Okay. Garbage scissor. Bruised. Okay, so you can just stall them out a bit with the toxic. I assume you go for Iron Head here.
Yep.
Get some damage.
And then I go into Lando here on like,
And yeah, you could just double swap in the Lando because it's
yeah.
defensive.
See,
It
now
won't
I
take too
actually
much.
start using my head.
Yeah. Well, that does nothing. Lando T is so splashable, like every
Yeah.
team. Good god.
And then this
Oh
thing
fuck.
dies.
Does it
I
live?
start choking here. So I Razor
Jesus
Shell
shit.
the
Oh
first time.
fuck. That's cool. An Iron Head flinch would be great here.
I Razor Shell again thinking Rampardos is coming in, but that's a horrible play.
What? Why wouldn't you just Iron Head?
Um, I don't know.
You
I
know
should have
what?
Iron Headed there.
Escavalier is pretty good.
What'd you say?
Escavalier is pretty good here.
Escavalier's better than oh, here? Yeah, Escavalier's really good. But I think this game just comes down to me choking more than I should have. I choked in like 6 areas so far.
Definitely could have just Sword Dance straight up or Iron Head.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So there's the Swords Dance, and then I start Iron Heading this thing.
I assume Rampardos has Fire Blast, so you're gonna have to dodge that.
It actually is Fire Punch. I
Oh,
thought
right,
it
you
would
get
cut
that punch.
Sheer Force Ice
Fine.
Beam to kill my Lando.
Oh, yeah.
And
You
that's
probably
why I
could
was like
die.
really scared of it.
Definitely could. Alright. I assume Decidueye lives whatever
Yeah.
Lando wants to go for.
Um
I don't think it gets knockoff, but it doesn't get like Dark Pulse or Shadow Ball.
yeah,
Is that
Decidueye
like
lives one of anything, including knockoff.
interesting? He likes specs? I
He's
assume so,
modest.
right?
He's modest. Modest Life Orb. I don't know why he'd bring modest against a Mew, but it worked.
He didn't have to swap out
Yeah, he didn't.
against
He
the
could have just killed.
Decidueye.
Yeah. I think he was just
Yeah.
scouting, but yeah, he could have just killed.
I'm
But
not sure.
the main reason
Maybe
I
like a
wanted to show this game was not more so because of me, but more so kind of just
hmm.
because like Ben kept the pressure up and he brought some good stuff. And
Oh, that Rampardos, like he played fucking great.
yeah,
Same with his Zorak
it's not more so
together.
me. But yeah, the Zorak was scarfed with Trick to stop.
And yeah, and predicting the Blissey swap and going into Rampardos and
Yeah,
killing something. Oh,
that was good.
goddamn.
Like this game got game of the week more so because of how Ben played. So
Yeah,
yeah, there were a
yeah, I
lot
see
of
that.
things I could have done better. But yeah, that's that game. Uh,
Alright,
we have one more for week 4.
ready.
The stream has the presentation is frozen a bit. Oh, there we go.
It's taking a while.
Oh, okay.
This time.
All right, there we go. For week 4, Um, for this one, it is going to be Chris versus Shady. Chris is currently 4-0
Oh
plus
shit.
15, which is kind of crazy because I believe this is his first league,
Oh,
and he's in the middle
goddamn.
division. Yeah, and he's
Wow.
first right now. But
Has he done something else before?
I think he's
Like
done
just
some ladder stuff
yeah,
before.
ladder. I
Yeah,
would assume. I
but
was
yeah,
fucking garbage at laddering,
I'm
and I
I'm
still
so
am.
bad at laddering. Like I'm much
Yeah,
better in draft than laddering because like sometimes
same.
I'm just like if there's just sometimes a mod on the other side of the team. Like my team will either be weak to Curum or Volcarona, and I just have to hold it. There's nothing I can do. Um,
All right.
let me
Sub
get this replay.
online. It's grass not zero.
All right. Let me get this replay. This is hidden somewhere. Okay. Can you see it?
It's loading.
All right. There we go. How about now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Um.
Magmortar puts in a lot of work here. I think it's slower than max speed Rotom though. But if
Yeah.
it
Magmortar
predicts the
hits
Keldeo,
83. Rotom hits 86.
yeah, if it predicts the Keldeo, that's scary. Also,
What's the Melmetal switching on that side? Volcarona, I guess, but Melmetal gets Rock
Volcarona.
Slide. What'd you say?
It's probably no, it's Rotom. It's probably Rotom, if
Yeah, it's
anything.
probably Rotom.
Ice Punch will fucking hurt though.
Yeah, it probably has like Will-O-Wisp or something.
And Zero Aura, as always, is just good.
Yeah,
Swampert seems to be a nice defensive check. I think it's. I assume that's a Mega Mawile.
that is a Mega
Melmetal's
Mawile.
probably gonna have a fun time, um, having to soak up those hits.
Yeah, Melmetal is arguably like one of the best checks to Mega Mawile, though.
Yeah,
Okay, let me start
yeah.
this. All right, it's a Swampert lead as expected. I assume they
Stays
both
in.
flip turn.
Okay.
Oh,
Stealth Rocks. Earthquake straight off the rip. Into Latios. Melmetal. Oh shit. Alright. So it gets burned. Is it Rest Talk? That's pretty bulky-ish. That's gonna do nothing.
I thought the Dolphin was helmet.
That can make sense. I suppose it could always be protected. Had. Right, flip turn into the Rotom. Mega Arrow. I assume Latios is gonna defog here. No,
That is
just
Specs.
straight offense. I like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
that is specs. It could have been Life Orb. I was looking forward to a Life Orb Draco into an Earthquake, probably killing the Muck.
yeah.
That's probably something. Okay, so his Melmetal answer is really getting damaged straight off. It's dead. Okay,
But Mega
sorry.
Mawile looks
His
super clean here, though.
Mawile answer is what I meant.
Yeah.
Is dead already. So see how that goes. Okay, well, Aurora gets a free sub. All it can do is Leaf Storm, and that will
Oh, he willowed on the sub.
yeah, that will let him sub again. Alright, Carmine. I don't think Leaf Storm probably did kill, but after another Carmine, it probably
Yeah.
won't.
This. Oh, okay.
Oh, he missed it again. Wow, this is
Oh my
looking.
God.
What the fuck? Oh, okay. This is looking over.
To be fair, I
Finally
think it was
can
over
talk
after
to it.
+2.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
I see why the Zero won now.
wonder. I wonder what she could have done different. Gone into Mach? Maybe Volcarona?
I think you probably shouldn't have
Volcarona's
willowed
dead.
on the first turn, and probably just he willowed
But
on
oh yeah,
turn 1
true.
as it subbed.
Definitely should have Leaf Stormed there. But that wouldn't have saved. He misses another one. That wouldn't have saved him. Because it would have just subbed again, and it would have been able to take it on.
Yeah,
The lefty sub really nice on this Zeraora, and it's going to be able to clean up this game. It doesn't really need a damaging move to hit Rotomo because it doesn't fear Rotomo.
yeah,
Rotomo doesn't get any sort of like Whirlwind, Roar, any sort of thing like that. Can't pain split on subs, can't status subs.
yeah.
All it can do is like Leaf Storm, maybe Hex, but with Carmine, it's just going to break it.
I think this
It's
Rotom
just
just gave up.
as Rotom really couldn't do anything outside of maybe Leaf Storm crits. Muck died. Yeah, definitely. If that was AV Mark, you definitely should have got that in like ages ago,
Yeah.
or like something.
I don't
But
exactly
yeah,
know what the game
wow.
plan wants against Zera on this team.
Um, I assume just maybe Mark and Donphan. I think and Will-O-Wisp wrote him. I think he thought a physical one would come.
If you saw the sub go out, would you go Volcarona as a calm-minded?
Uh,
Because Bug Buzz
I-
goes through sub is my thinking.
oh, true.
But that's probably. I mean, I don't know if Volcarona can realistically ever win when there's a Mega Arrow.
True, but you could start quiver dancing, and if you win
Yeah,
that
you can match
exchange,
it with Zera, and you win the 1v1 behind the
if
sub, I
you
think.
yeah, if you win that exchange, barring no discharge powers, Arrow probably just dies at that point
Yeah,
with
I
the
assume
rock
it has
move and
Giga
everything.
Drain for Swampert, so yeah.
Giga Drain. Yeah. I probably would have went Mach first, if anything.
Yeah, I would have probably gone
Probably
Muck or Volcarona.
Volcarona. Then I would have just like yeah. Once I saw lefties, I definitely probably would have gone Mach.
I probably would have gone
Um,
Muck first too, because if the moment it subs, I don't know if it's bulk up or calm mind. So.
yeah, exactly. And Mach's pretty expendable now that it's taken a Draco from Latios. It's like not all that needed. I suppose you could have also went Marwile. It probably lives too.
Hmm.
Plasma Fist.
Yeah,
And
true.
you could have really like pressured that Zero and forced it out.
Yeah, the Zeraora either has to get
Probably killed
forced
the
out or
game.
has to like keep subbing to bait a play rough miss.
Yeah, I don't want to shame this person, but yeah, saying him with Rotom wasn't the play at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, I agree.
Um, Volcarona, Mark, or Marwell would have been better. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
I probably would have went Mark or Marwell.
I thought Volcarona at first, but Mawile and Muck is definitely the play because you don't know what the Zeraora is after it subs.
Yeah, I mean, if it Plasma Fist, Volcarona is weak defensively, and if
Yeah.
it's offensive, it might just die.
Hmm.
The two.
I think probably Muck was the play because, as you said, it's the most expendable because it's gonna die to
Yeah, true.
Latios on the next turn.
But if it's bulk up, it's gonna beat the Mach. So I kind of think Mawile, if anything. Especially once you see Stud, you probably expect it to have some sort of setup. And I don't think Muck would beat bulk up unless it got a poison off when it's trying to get up a sub.
Yeah,
I don't
I think you have
don't
to
really
go
know
Mawile.
how much Knock would do. I think yeah, you're better going Mawile and just spamming Knock.
Yeah,
Because also, if you do force out the Zero or something, it's probably gonna die. I feel like Knock into Play Rough will kill the Swampert, and Knock will just bash anything else.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for the Heat
But
games. I'll go over
Zero
the.
does
What you say?
fucking Zero does what it does. I fucking love that mon.
I have such mixed feelings about Zeraora. I feel like it's either really good or really bad.
Honestly, I never brought like setup Zero when I had it. I just kept bringing Volt Switch 3 attacks because
That's what I
my
bring.
game plan was always just Volt Switch and weaken down its Plasma Fist checks and then just smack everything with Plasma Fist. And most of the time you can afford to run like Adamant instead of Jolly, which is really cool.
Yeah. More often than not, I just see like Plasma Fist, Close Combat, knock off Volt Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like basically all of my Zero Auras.
And that's more often than not why I don't really like the Mon because it runs like the same thing over and over.
Yeah,
But
but it does it well.
it does do it well,
Like
yeah.
knock breaks, lefties and chips everything. Same with Volt Switch, and then the end game with Zero Aura most of the time is just Plasma Fist through everything.
Yeah. Most teams kind of just have to hold it. There's not much they can do.
And most ground types don't really have recovery.
That's true, yeah. Like, what are
And it
like
can
the best
always
Zeraora counters? They're usually like Gliscor or like Nido Queen, Nido King.
Yeah, definitely.
It's usually, I think Gliscor is the biggest thing that comes to people's minds. Zeraora
Oh
literally
yeah,
can't touch it.
Gliscor. Gliscor cannot. Yeah, Zero cannot touch Gliscor. There's some weird ass tech you could do with it, but
I think
normal Zero
Gliscor is like the
cannot.
hard counter. Against Gligar, bulk up beats. I've ran bulk up Resto Chesto against the Gligar.
Wow.
And well, mostly
Yeah.
because Gligar is really weak, but Gliscor
Mm,
has the luxury of Poison Heal, and it typically runs
yeah.
SD.
Yeah.
Uh,
Zero just does not want to fuck with it.
all right, so let's go to the standings. Speaking of Chris, Chris and Gradual are at the top with 4-0 plus 15. We have a bunch
Goddamn.
of 3-1 teams in Shade, Killy, and Ben. We have some. This looks exactly like the most standings. We have 2-2,
Hmm.
Halix, Bayonet, Arcadian, and Dat Boy. And then we have some 1-3 teams in Ginger, Ace Harm, me, Helix, Curtis, who is a new replacement, Fat Rat, and Shady.
Hmm.
So yeah, um,
Still looks very close, like the other one.
yeah, it's only week 4
Or
too. We still have 4 good weeks.
yeah,
Uh, and
could
kill
definitely see some
leaders.
upsets.
Oh, what'd you say?
Could definitely see some upsets.
Oh, yeah. Um,
Wow. Basically, none of these uh really surprised me
the floor
outside of I
just
guess
the floor just
Mega
doesn't
Manectric.
surprise you.
Okay, yeah, the floor just does. Outside of Mega Manectric and floor
I
just.
guess Manaphy kind of surprises me,
Yeah, that too. Because
but other
Tail
than
Glow
that,
seemed to cut it
everything
like
kind
pretty.
of what you'd expect.
Mm. The
Um,
9-1 Latios. That's really cool.
yeah. I think
He's
though,
been
a
rough
lot of the
very good.
kills though were because of a forfeit win, like
Oh,
during the
okay.
game. So, yeah,
5-0 Nihilego. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
The only one still
That hasn't
not dead.
died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Everything else is kind of just standard. I assume Clefable's there because it ran like Calm Mind or something. Yeah, it ran Calm Mind.
Yeah. Cosmic Cow Carmine, something like that. Man, fuck Clefables.
Clefable's so annoying.
Yeah. I hate that pink blob.
I was in a meme match once and I had a Clefable in a league and I
Hmm.
ran Belly Drum Baton Pass. My
Ooh.
opponent was not happy. Yeah. Clefable can basically do everything, but
I wish Floor just got like anything else. Something to hit steel type.
that
Good
thing should get
god.
Mystical Fire. That thing deserves it,
True, true. It would make it so much better.
or Earth Power, something. Just give it anything.
I suppose I could see Earth.
I mean, Earth Power is just the
It
first
really
thing
needed,
that came to mind, but
needed any.
it's just such a sitting duck.
You kind of have to run it with like I guess Magnetism, but most of the time that doesn't even work. And your Carmine Moonblast sets are normally just liabilities.
Yeah,
But it could definitely be a threat if you fuck up with your steel types.
I
So
agree.
you
Yeah,
gotta always watch out for lures and whatnot.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so that's basically all it for Heat. Now we finally get to go to the Wash division. Uh,
Yeah.
all right, sorry about that. We're back. I was having a lot of technical difficulties with my computer. It was lagging like crazy, but I cut it. I abridged it. We're here with the Wash recap. So just I already said this once, but the game of the week for week 3 is gonna go to Razor versus Jolie and Jolie's Dust Noir, which had a pretty cool set. You can see this, right, Razor?
Yeah, I can see this.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was Razor versus Jolie. I'll play this game because this was a pretty cool game. Uh,
Yeah.
and
That
it's gonna be
Dustmore was
nice to
very
see it
cool.
from Razor's perspective.
Dude, that Dustmore was very cool. Um, yeah.
All right.
What was I fearing with this game again? I'm pretty sure Victini, like Pangoro, like just slapped everything. Same with Nidoking. So I knew I had to make some sort of checks for that. And Victini was really fucking problematic.
His team is just
Um,
4 wall breakers and a
yeah,
Vaporeon.
it really was scary to go up against. Honestly, I had right. I think I had Endure on my Empoleon as well.
You had Endure on your
Just it was Rocky Helmet.
Vaporeon.
Yeah.
So what was it?
Just
Endure, Rocks, Aqua Jet, and Knockoff?
yeah. So it was just to chip the Vaporeon and try and Aqua Jet Torrent through everything else. Endure was also for because Victini was such a threat. It doesn't really get any sort of setup, so I was fine with it. And if it was sub, I would break it with Jet.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, but just
The only
forcing it
setup it
into a
gets is
V
like
create.
Flame Charge and Work Up, but forcing it into a V Create's really
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
forcing it into V create or Bolt Strike or anything, and enduring down to my Torrent Aqua Jets would just KO it back after Rocky Helmet. So I really liked that. I also liked it because Torrent boosted Aqua Jets also KO'd Mega Diancie. And Nidoking, like, just water priority was really good here,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So
Okay, so let's start this.
yeah,
Hopefully, internet is good. Oh, it's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice. So I started arrow predicting the Victini as they start Dusknoir. I just double in Empoleon straight away. I see a Focus Punch. I'm like, well, fuck. Um, but I just get up my rocks because I knew I lived the Focus Punch, and as long as I got rid of the Slab on Dusknoir, I didn't really care about it.
Hmm.
Could you pause it real quick?
Yeah,
Um,
I'll go
like
back a
so
turn.
the turn, yeah, the turn, like the 10% health. Yeah,
This
a
one?
poltergeist was this one. A poltergeist was obviously coming, but so I could have just swapped into Zarude because then I would have known its full set and I knew I could have walled it
Yeah.
and just drained out Trick Room turns. But
Especially because you were talking about how good
uh,
Aqua Jet was.
yeah, and um, having a sack for Trick Room would just be really good too. Seeing as it's Trick Room and Pangoro slaps me so hard,
Hmm.
just having a sack would be great. But I don't know. I just couldn't afford to risk the focus punch because it would just KO the Zarude straight away, and Zarude just had such an excellent matchup, so I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
If
No, it
anything,
makes
the
sense.
Empoleon was more niche compared to Zarude by far and the other Pokemon. So
Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, I couldn't sack Necrozma either. So I just let Empoleon go down. Then I go into Zarude knowing that I hard wall this thing. And Power Whip will just slap something. Nidoking comes out. I go into my max Spadef Necrozma, which lives somehow. I go for the knockoff. I really thought Pangoro would come out because I don't really have anything to hit it. It doesn't get Dazzling Gleam or anything like that.
I can't believe he gave you
Vaporeon goes for
Vaporeon.
Wish. Yeah, he just kind of threw it out.
To be fair, I
I
don't
mean,
know what he
nothing.
goes into.
If anything, he should have, I guess, gone Victini and tried to scare me out with Scarf, because that was like, oh yeah, because that was like probably the only thing. Because Diancie dies to a Power Whip, so he didn't really have a good swap in.
Hmm.
I mean, Pangoro, it would live a Power Whip, then it would heal back up, but
And
I don't think it
Victini,
lived a
I'm sorry,
close combat.
Vaporeon dying just significantly increases Mega Arrow's matchup.
Yeah, and Cinderace.
And
So I was
Cinderace.
really happy about this. I suppose they could have scared me out with Choppleberry Pangoro, but I probably would have attacked that bitch. If it was in front of me,
Yeah.
'cause I just can't swap into it. I guess I could have went Necrozma now that Nidoking's low and it's like revenge killed by everything. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh but yeah, Vaporeon dies. And then Diancie Mega comes out, I'm like, well, I'm gonna die to Moonblast. And he goes for the Trick Room. Which yeah, had I stayed in and powered, it would have fucked him. And then I Moonlight on the explosion, I was like, oh shit. I really expected like Moonblast or something. But yeah, I moonlighted. The explosion fucking really hurts Necrozma, and then Pangoro comes out, and once
Okay.
again I was considering a sack uh, here and potentially going into Zarude, but close combat could have killed. Could definitely kill. So I just figured he'd go for that, and I couldn't lose Zarude once again. So
Yeah.
I just
Zarude is so good in this matchup.
yeah, and I calced it and Mega Aerodactyl has a pretty high chance of living, so I was okay with this. And also, I figured as long as I didn't let him get the Trick Room back up, if I kept like Mamoswine, I think I wanted Cinderace, um, in the back, I think I would have been fine. So yeah,
Yeah.
Victini comes out, reveals it's not Scarf or Boots because it outslowed me in the Trick Room. Mamoswine comes in, it's Life Orb Adamant, it fucking kills Dusknoir. No more Trick Room gets up. Victini turns out to be slow, which I kind of predicted.
From Trick Room.
After seeing Trick Room team, and
And then,
Mamoswine's able to clean the rest of the game.
yeah.
Had Trick Room came back up, I probably would have just lost. If Nidoking got in, no, I could have played around that with Cinderace and Zarude.
Yeah. You'd
Maybe
have to switch around a lot and predict the moves.
maybe Victini V creates Metronome V creates. Yeah, that would have fucked me for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
There's nothing I could do. I think I had Sucker Punch on Cinderace though, so that could have been something. I think I had some nice priority to not make sure I'd lost in the back. I had the Ice Shard for the Nidoking on Mamo. I had the Sucker Punch for the Victini,
Yeah.
and I always had a good sack. Like two of them were gonna get sacked.
Yeah.
sure I won.
Yeah.
But yeah, full Trick Room team,
The way you played around
very
Trick Room was
scary.
really smart, and
Mm.
bringing Trick Room against this team was pretty
Yeah,
scary.
it was very cool
I
and
mentioned
very
this in the
smart. I liked it.
previous one. I mean, in the previous iteration of this, but Trick Room seems to be quite the bring against you.
Yeah, very much so. My team is so fast.
Yeah,
Um, and I don't really care because I just like my offense.
yeah. Your offense
And
is terrifying. I know you're a
yeah,
pretty hyper offensive person from what I've uh
yeah, I sure am.
from what I've
Like
interacted with you.
yeah, most people probably would have went like a specially defensive Empoleon or something to soak up Diancie. But I was like, nah, fuck, no, fuck that, and just Torrent Aqua Jet instead. Yeah. Cinderace had like Iron Head. Arrow was Dragon Dance, Adamant.
Hmm.
So could have definitely done something with that.
Yeah,
It also had Aqua Tail. Tough Claws boosted, which just slapped through everything that he brought outside of Vaporeon.
yeah.
Um, and I just keep running Adamant Life Orb Mamo. Like every single Mamoswine I've run is like all that.
You haven't run Jolly yet? Why not?
I don't think I've run Jelly yet.
You just
I
don't need
I
the
don't know.
speed.
Yeah, I just don't even speed. Most of the time, I probably shouldn't tell this, but most of the time I just keep slapping max HP on it instead. Because there's a lot of people have 70 mons and 90 mons, and the 70s are not going to try to outspeed me, and the 90s I'm not even going to try to outspeed. So I just slap on max HP instead.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Maybe I live something, I don't know. But yeah,
All right. Um. All right. You can see this. All right. So that
yeah,
was Razor versus Jolie. And then the week 4 recap was the bit of a spoiler. This was the game that had 3 VCs watching it at the same time. One of which had both me and Razor in it. We watched it live. Was
indeed,
none other than J-Caps and Kachurin.
yeah,
Um, Razor brought up a point about this Savali having
very smart.
another move that we'll talk about in the game. But this was, I
Yeah,
guess, one of the highlights. It was more so the gameplay that made this the game of the week than the actual Savali steal. Or Savali. I
mm,
actually don't know how you pronounce this mod. Um, yeah. So,
yeah. I think both players just played really well. And kept the pressure up. And
well, there's one turn I disagree with, which I think will come to show. But
yeah, well, when I see it, I probably disagree with it too. I can't remember it right now though.
it's the very end.
Yeah.
You probably don't remember, so I'll show it.
Mm.
Okay. So here we go. Arctazol Cult is J-Caps. Kachurin is Kachurin. But yeah. So the first thing we talked about was that the opponent Kachurin's team looks like both Gallade and Weavile food.
Yeah. Really doesn't have good swap-ins to it. Um, there's not really a good Silvally that can take on Gallade either.
Yeah.
I guess Fairy, but that's just gonna get poison jabbed.
Yeah.
Um, and in Weavile's case, it's just gonna low kick steal Silvally and whatnot. So
There
yeah,
was not a good Savali here. Yeah.
I guess Prime. Well, in with those two, yeah. I guess Primarina was definitely the best swap into Gallade, if anything.
Hmm.
Um,
We were talking about like a
nothing
defensive one with
else.
helmet.
Yeah, nothing else really. Like just baiting it into tripling axling the Garchomp,
Yeah.
and running Rocky Helmet Primarina would be pretty good, as it can't be protected pads or anything.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'll
and
start
Weavile's
this.
normally boots, so you know what? That would have been really good. Same with Darmanitan.
Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah. Rocky Helmet Primarina just would have been really good for
Yeah.
Weavile, Glade, Darmanitan.
Oh yeah,
Goddamn.
definitely. I think it ends up being helmet, but it gets knocked off early. So
Yeah, I
uh,
think so.
I'll play this now.
Also, yeah.
So Darmanitan U-turns, typical
Yeah.
Darmanitan.
Lead Darmanitan Rotom gets toxic turn 2. Uh, which really fucks with Rotom. Nice
Yeah.
foul play. does quite a bit. I probably would have just Volt switched. So Reflect comes up, which is interesting. And he still goes into Weaver, which I'm not sure kills the
The
Raichu
Prim
with the
was
Reflect
helmet,
up. So yeah, it was Helmet, okay. Moonblast into the Sylveon, that's really fat.
and it reveals Silvally Steel.
Yep. Steel and Heal Bow, okay. So Rotom's back up. Nice parting shot. Really brings in Thundurus, because we didn't really we forgot to mention like what the fuck swaps into Thundurus in this
Actually,
game
yeah,
outside of
I think
you know
J-Cap's ground is Donphan.
yeah
Yeah, so
um
Thundurus kind of just destroys that too. Yeah, J-Cap's team
outside of
gets destroyed
yeah
by Thundurus. And not
outside of
only
like
that, but
Max
we were in the
Def
VC
Sylveon
and we saw this Thundurus and we were all screaming, "Oh, that's Specs! That's a Specs Thundurus!"
true that that Thunderbolt did so much
Yeah. Oh, you were
but at
saying
least
something earlier before I mentioned the Specs Thundurus.
well Sylveon is probably like the only swap into it if
Yeah.
anything. But it doesn't take it all that well, and it does not take a Sludge Wave
Oh
well,
yeah.
which yeah.
But Specs
So yeah,
Thundurus was a really good brink in this matchup.
yeah, instantly good.
So I'll
So
reveal.
at least Jacobs gets some, momentum here. Goes into Weaver with the Reflect up. So Valley takes that well. Nice multi attack. Into Flamethrower. Yeah, most people run some sort of coverage for Skarmory on
Yeah.
their steals and shit. Nice defog. So Spike's basically useless. He can just afford to defog again,
And then
but
he
he just
sacks
kills
the
the Skarmory
Skarm.
instead. Okay. Interesting. That one little spike is really good. I probably would have defogged it away if anything. So
Yeah.
Swords Dance into a poison jab. Like Primarine is dead. Thundy
S-
has to come out and just Volt Switch twice, stacking up two things to it. So this Galate's really putting in the work. Another Volt Switch. Rotom's dead.
He doesn't even give it the
Mega,
initiative.
yeah, Mega Chomp comes out. Silvali's still around. If he predicts that, two low kicks probably would have killed, but I think a low kick now kills. But
Low
yeah,
kick
nice
now
parting shot.
probably kills. Yeah. This spike is
Nice
doing
parting
so
shot.
much.
It really is. I would definitely would have defogged it, if anything. But I
Yeah.
assume J-Cats probably would have just sat there clicking spikes until you killed the Scammer.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, so I assume he would have always got up one layer. But yeah, Galade's gone. Infernape comes out, takes the spikes. Time comes in.
Earthquaking
Really
here
nice predict.
was.
Really nice predict into
Yeah.
Thunderous.
Alright, I'll
I
resume.
I think I would have.
This Sylveon takes nothing from Specs
Yeah,
Thunder, and
yeah. So we know that's max HP, max def, if anything.
yeah, and it kind of just makes you question that JCap sacked two mons to it.
Yeah, true. I think we talked something about Flare Blitzing instead with the Darmanitan the
Yeah,
other
this
turn.
was the play that So I'll
Um,
back up. This was the play that me and Razor were talking about. Uh,
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because I
okay,
think
yeah,
after the
here.
spike damage, Garchomp dies, Silvali's dead, of course. Thundurus
Mhm.
is dead. And I think it puts Infernape into Ice Shard range from Weaver after spikes.
Yeah,
So it was just a really good play to just Flare Blitz. Earthquake, if they swap into Thunderous, then you're going to lose a lot of momentum. Um, and you're going to be put in a bad spot. So I definitely would have Flare Blitzed here.
yeah.
Um,
I think it was
like,
more so we were talking about what would Kachurn do on his end. I feel like
yeah,
his play was probably to go Mega Garchomp because if Thundy
yeah,
lost, then there was a potential way Darm could have swept with EQ.
for sure. So we didn't really expect the Thundy to come out. If anything, we expected the
Mega Chomp.
Chomp stack.
Yeah,
Um, uh, but I suppose Silvali's pretty good as a sack too.
yeah.
Maybe even Infernape, but yeah.
Well,
I
if Infernape dies, then
oh right,
yeah,
Weavile
no, he loses to
destroys.
Weavile, right?
Never mind.
Yeah,
But Silvally or Garchomp, I think, is fine.
yeah.
But Garchomp could have potentially lived another Flare Blitz if he sacked the Silvally
Oh,
first.
Garchomp's pretty healthy. I probably could have lived one more.
Yeah, but I don't think it lived two Flare Blitz into spikes.
Yeah,
So I would have probably Flare Blitzed, and I'm pretty sure Infernape, if offensive, probably just took like 70% from Flare Blitz because
yeah,
Darmanitan's crazy.
yeah. Their Manitin is pretty crazy.
But
So
yeah, swaps into Thunderous. The Sylveon reveals to be max speed F. So actually it does nothing to it. A Wish comes up. Savali Steel comes in. Protects, okay. Can swap
Multi-strike.
the Darmanitan. So, I was talking about if this Savali, had Surf or something, it definitely could have pressured this Darmanitan more.
Or
And the
something to hit
fact
the
that,
Darm, yeah.
and the fact that it revealed all its four moves meant, uh, you know, told JCaps that Darm was a good swap into it.
Yeah.
No matter what. And Darm just put on so much pressure with everything else that, yeah, you didn't want to reveal all of its moves if you didn't have a way to hit Darm.
I think revealing
Um,
Defog was the biggest thing because he was gonna get spikes up anyway.
yeah, true, but two. Would he have got two hazards up? I
No, he
think
would
he
have just
did.
got one, right?
One.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he would have killed him instead of defogging.
Did this? No, no, no. The Scarm swapped in. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, only one.
Yeah,
Had you kept that defog, the Darmanitan would probably be a bit more hesitant to swap in.
yeah,
Obviously not at this turn, because what else are you gonna do?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only play you have. Sylveon dies, Weavile dies. You're left with
Yeah.
Darm. Yeah.
That Dom really put in the finest of work. But yeah, there's Flareblade. Silvali's dead now. Sylveon doesn't really have a swap in. But that is at least a free Garchomp.
Garchomp takes out the
Into
Darm.
Earthquake.
So,
Because
yeah.
Sylveon is max speed F, so it kills it. No worries.
Weavile comes in, revenges. This is the play
Yep.
I was talking about.
Hmm.
Where he stays in and he nasty plots
Yeah,
you.
he nasty plots. Um.
That play I disagree with. I guess he was expecting Sylveon to come in, but I would have just
Yeah, for
vacuum
sure.
waved there.
Like, it's kind of a 50-50. If you pause it real quick. On that nasty pot play. So we haven't seen this Inferno, right? We haven't seen it set. It hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah,
So JCaps is a max Spadef Sylveon. So he's probably thinking, it's like physical with Gunk Shot and like close combat and Mach Punch. So, in his perspective, he couldn't swap out. Kachiran knowing that it's max Spadef, uh, was probably the incentive on his part for him to nasty pot because he knew he wouldn't break it with his specially attacking Inferno.
yeah.
So it was definitely just uh, had JCab swapped into Sylveon here that
That would have
it
been GG.
that
Yeah,
that would have been a great play.
yeah.
And no, I think Inferno didn't kill with the
Actually, no.
flamethrower.
Yeah, yeah, no.
And I think it would have been put in range into Ice Shard from Weaver.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was definitely a hard play. I
Yeah,
think just the Inferno set in general uh, kind of messed up this end game, but what can you do about that?
yeah. That's not
Um,
much.
yeah. So yeah, vacuum wave.
I'll go
That
back.
was another 50-50, right?
Yeah,
Because
between
had you
if he stays
flamethrower,
in.
because you need, yeah, you need to keep Weavile healthy.
Do you? Because well, no, you. Hmm.
No, I think a +2 Blaze boosted Infernate Flamethrower into Spec Sludge Wave definitely kills Sylveon.
Yeah,
So you had to keep the Weaver around for the Thunderous. Kashirin obviously knows that. So but at the same time, you could just stay in and predict the Infernate to Flamethrower or Fire Blast and
yeah,
kill it right there. So yeah, that was another tricky play, for
yeah,
sure. But yeah, JCaps makes the read, into the vacuum wave. I don't really agree with that. I
yeah. Going
can't
Thunder
remember.
because now the ape dies to
Yeah,
Ice Shard.
the 8 was put in range of Ice Shard anyway because of the spikes. I think you probably should have gone for like the flamethrower blaze crit, or
Yeah,
Sylveon could have died to it. I know it's really bulky, but I don't know.
I have no clue. But at this
And,
point, I don't think. I think he probably switched like praying for the fact that this thing didn't have Ice Shard.
uh, yeah, okay, alright. Yeah, I can see that. I guess Ice Shard's really common on Weavile.
It
I
runs
mean,
like 6 moves. It doesn't need.
it would have true. It would have had low kick. potentially or not. Could have had poison jab.
Well, I don't know if
I
it would
do,
have run
I
low
do
kick
see that.
predicting Sovali steal.
I honestly probably could just knock that thing and break it down with spikes.
Yeah.
It's not all that scary. Um, I feel like an Infernape Blaze boosted +2 flamethrower probably did like 60 to 70% from Thunderous. In my case, I probably would have gone for the Icicle Crash miss if anything. I'm actually gonna calc this because I'm
Yeah,
really
this is a
interested.
really tricky endgame.
Still,
I'm gonna go
yeah.
back like 2 turns.
So assuming they're max Spadef Sylveon, an Infernape, maybe it's modest, um, maybe timid. I don't know. I'll just calculate. What was it? It was +2, and the life orb was knocked off. How
It would
much
have
did
to
Vacuum
creep
Wave give
Darm,
her?
right? So I would assume timid because I don't think modest would outspeed
I
Darm.
mean, Dom always runs Scarf, so honestly, I don't creep Dom at all. But maybe some other people do. I probably shouldn't say that either.
Well, I mean, Darm also likes band.
Yeah,
Let me
I
see if they.
figured
Let me see if they either paste. I'm gonna look this up.
honestly, true. Honestly, I figured had Dom in my game been not
All right.
Scarf
So
or like not Choice, that really could have fucked with me.
I'm gonna. I have Kachurn's paste over
Yeah.
here.
What's the infinite? Timid or modest?
It
Timid.
is 1 second. It's timid.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So flamethrower boosted blaze. Wait. Hold up. Yeah. 57 to 67. So Sylveon lives that quite well. Fucking Christ. Um. Yeah. It was either just banking on an Icicle Crash miss or banking on the fact they didn't have Ice Shard. So yeah, I agree with it. Because I'm pretty sure the Sludge Wave from Thunderous does a fucking jack ton to Sylveon, so it couldn't heal back up.
Yeah.
With Wish. So yeah, yeah, let's keep the game going.
Yeah. So I went back a turn. So Sylveon
Yeah,
comes out. He vacuum waves.
vacuum waves. So
Go
two flamethrowers would have
Fundy.
killed that. But yeah, he makes a play right. Hyper voice that does a fuck ton. Um, I don't think even a crit would have killed the Sylveon with Infinite, to be honest.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Sludge Wave did over half. Um,
And then
yeah,
Sylveon cleans it up.
yeah, I think uh, sacking Infernape, you would have won. Yeah, yeah, because he didn't even kill the Sylveon. No. That wasn't the play. He should have banked on Icicle Crash miss. Because if anything, he would have taken another Pokemon, so it would have been a lower differential at least.
Yeah. You would have
But
killed the Sylveon and then died to the Weavile.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, assuming Icicle Crash hits. If not, Thunderous could have claimed that game.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Um.
uh, that was just a really interesting game, and yeah, it just played pretty well. Like really well, in my opinion.
Yeah. Definitely for sure.
Really great.
So it wasn't more so the sets they ran, but just like it was a really tight endgame.
Yeah, it really came down to the wire. That was definitely a tricky end game. Um, there was definitely a couple of plays you could make for it, or honestly just two. But
Yeah. So that's it for games of the week. So the standings we have Razor at the only undefeated coach in Wash. We
dang
have
dang,
we have Scrosh, Aaron, Epic, and Hopeless at 3-1. Dad, Jolie, Kachurin, J-Caps, Phil, and Serp at 2-2. Uh, Cyan, Hawaiian, Pluto, and Tark at 1-3, and you have Lemon at 0-4. So,
Cyan Hawaiian. I like that.
yes, Cyan and Hawaiian. How does it feel to be at the top of Wash?
It feels great. Um, yeah, I'm really enjoying my team, and
The team looks
honestly,
crazy fun.
yeah, it's really fun. Honestly, Clefairy is probably not going to come a single game, so take
Do,
that as you wish.
do you fight Urshifu at all?
Potentially, but I don't think Clefairy's gonna deal with that.
I mean, I've used it to deal with Urshifu, but it's not the best. It's a Clefairy.
True, true. Maybe I might have to be forced to bring it against Urshifu. Who has it again?
Dad does.
Oh shit! I'm literally versing him week 5.
Oh,
So this week. Okay. Um. All right. I might bring it. Might not. Who knows? I haven't built for that yet. So
and
see.
then finally, oh, I have standings at the top as the name, but this is the kill leaders. Um, yeah, so we have
Yeah.
Hopeless's Mew, followed by a bunch of other things you'd expect, and then there's a Guzzlord, which I refuse to. I'm not giving Serp the credit. The Guzzlord's not there.
I fucking will. Guzzlord is mighty. It was great.
You're gonna give Serp the
Guzzlord.
credit?
Yeah, dude. It's a great
Ah,
low tier.
man.
I'm a nice person.
Okay, fair
He's a
enough.
bitch to me, but I'm a nice person.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Was like, look at the two Garchomps.
I had the
They're
Garchomps back
sitting
to
at
back.
4.
Wait, I just realized Vikavolt number 5.
Yeah, that Vikavolt set was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was like it was Iron Defense.
Wait. Yeah, wait. Why was that not the play of the game? What week was that?
That was week 3.
3,
It
right?
would have been over
What the
your
fuck?
game.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Yeah,
That.
I wasn't. I didn't put it because there were like two sweeps in week 3. I'll mention them now.
Mm.
But there was Scrocious Vikavolt, which had an Iron Defense and just swept Hopeless, and then there was Pluto versus Tark with Pluto's Belly Drum Chestnut. So that just
Didn't
swept
you
Tark.
normally? Uh, sorry. Didn't you normally like for the Pokemon MVPs or something? Didn't you normally like provide sets of other games
Yeah, so
of
usually what I
Pokemon
do
ever?
is I have an honorable mention and then a game of the
Yeah,
week. And usually the honorable mention is like a sweep or something like that, and then the game of the
yeah.
week. But the reason I didn't do that this time is because there's two recaps, and we would be here
Mhm.
forever if I did that.
Yeah, yeah. Vigavolt and Chestnut would definitely be the honorable mentions.
Yeah, and also the other reason I didn't do it is
For
because
sure.
in Mo and Heat, there's like nothing.
Hmm.
There were pretty uneventful weeks. So Mo and Heat have to step up their game.
My Cinderace has been knocked out of it.
Oh no,
Knocked out
wait,
of
your
the
Cinderace was
game.
there?
It was there the other weeks. It's gone now.
All right, well, looks like you have to make your Cinderace step
Right.
it up a bit.
Yeah, I think it's 4-0 as well.
I
Maybe it's
expect to
3-0.
see like fire spin Cinderace, just like trap and kill stuff. I don't
I
know.
don't even know if it gets that.
It does. That's like the first thing that came to mind when I said some random thing about Cinderace. I actually have Cinderace in another league, and I
Cinderace
was
is so
looking
good.
through its moves, and I saw it got fire spin.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, can we give it up for this man a 6-0 Vikavolt?
yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah,
Like, it hasn't died yet. It's a Vikavolt. Oh my god.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
so
Vikavolt a
fucking
lot
cool.
tankier than you'd expect, and I'm pretty sure all
Oh yeah,
six of
for
its
sure.
kills came from the game against Hopeless.
Yeah, and he even swept with a Vikavolt.
Yeah, true.
I'm pretty sure Vikavolt only got 5 kills that game.
Oh, never mind then.
Um, but I can't remember.
And then there's the Guzzlord at the bottom that also hasn't died yet. But I
Yeah,
mean,
I gotta
Razor will give Serp the credit. I refuse to give Serp the credit.
I gotta
But
brainstorm with Serp, make him force him to bring the Guzzlord again.
but yeah, that's it for this recap. This was a bit on the longer side because it's 2 weeks. I would like to thank Razor for taking the time to come out here and
Hey, you're
give his
welcome.
thoughts.
It was a great time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So he might be on for future weeks. Who knows what I'm gonna do? I certainly don't know. But yeah. So hope you guys all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you're in, whatever whenever you're listening to this.
Damn
Uh,
right.
yeah.